Hello everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday, and welcome to episode 19 of the Flight Simulator 2024 career mode. Now unfortunately with Sim Update 5 we're still on the bad news of regarding the broken airliners in career mode, so effectively right now Global Airlines is grounded. Now both Flight Simulator and Azobo have confirmed that they're currently an issue affecting the consoles and actively working on an update, which is great to hear. But no release date as of yet, which I'm hoping comes very, very soon. But as of right now, this brings me on to today's episode. And honestly, I wanted something a bit different. I wanted something a bit more hands-on, a bit more chaotic, and something to kind of feed my adrenaline taste buds. So that's right, we're going to go and do some aerial firefighting, and specifically I want to get into the CL415 water bomber. But before we can jump into the big boy stuff, we need to complete the certification and get some experience first, so we're starting this journey in A2 A02. So let's get into it. Alrighty then, so jumping into the certifications now and the Scoop Endorsement. There we are, so let's click on that, and it's going to cost us 15,000 credits, which to be honest is absolute peanuts to us at this point with our 60 million in the bank. So the certification basically consists of a landing on the water, we refill the tanks and we take back off again. So let's jump into it. Oh, there she is. And what a nice little beauty that looks like.
Handle a regular water scooping exercise aboard the Ep.19 Firefighter. Vigo is a significant location in the history of seaplanes, and the lakes around the city provide ample room to perform this scooping exercise. You will have to reduce your speed and touch down on water. You can then extend the rows while maintaining a speed of 60 knots as you scoop and fill your tanks. Once the tanks are filled, you'll have to take them off from the water.
Okay then, so jumping into the flight deck, and after that briefing from the instructor, and wow, this thing is very minimal compared to the airliners we have been flying lately. So no giant screens, no fancy systems, no cabin crew asking if anyone wants chicken or beef or tea and coffee. This is just pure flying, and we've got this huge lake in front of us where we'll be landing, but almost immediately I'm noticing how much this thing is being blown to the left by the winds, and I have to say I genuinely do feel like I'm just crabbing the aircraft all the way down on this approach. So trying to move this on as much as we can. I mean, we do have quite a bit of land before we can get to the lake as it is, and we are only in a single prop aircraft, so we're probably hovering around about the 80 knots at the moment. So not to the airliner speed that we are used to. But there's a big gust of wind and having to correct itself, dropping that right wing just a touch to kind of bring us in level. And I think what I will do is just get more of appreciation from the outside. So let's go and have a look at that now. Okay, there she is. And now tell me something, doesn't this thing look ridiculously similar to this guy? Yeah. I kind of had a feeling I saw it somewhere. And a nice little cameo appearance from our friend from Planes. But moving back into the flight deck now. And we are slowly just coming to the lake now, and I think we should be getting some instructions from our instructor on our next part of the certification here. And again, still being knocked around by those winds, and again still around the 80 knot mark and below 1,000 feet now, and I am going to start lowering the nose to start aiming towards that lake.
Reducing your speed, you should start scooping at around 60 knots.
Okay, so we're now reducing speed down to 60 knots. Over the lake we go now, and we are aiming for a nice gentle splashdown here. So I am going to go quiet. Okay, there we go, touchdown. So extend the approach by pressing triangle, let's do that, and we've got to stay above 111 kilometers an hour.
Tanks are filled. Don't take off. Pay special attention to your aircraft's handling. You won't get
Okay, taking off.
extra weight before you scoot.
And wow, you can really feel the difference in the weight and balance now that those tanks are full. I mean, this thing suddenly feels like an absolute bathtub with that water sloshing around. Let's jump external. And why is my landing gear down? And I've forgotten about the engine over torque as well. There we go.
To have such a talented pilot in their ranks.
But there we go. That's the certification complete. And we have a pass. If it just wasn't for that engine overtalk then right at the end, I'd have 100% there on that aviator performance. But we did get a grade A for that, so confidence levels are currently very high, which means disaster is only a few minutes away in this series. Right, let's see what missions we've got available, because I want to go and fight some fires. So there we go, moving all the way from the United States of America. Okay, here we go. We've got our first mission, and my last flight I was flying to Guernsey in the Channel Islands. So let's go to the northwest of Spain, and we are operating out of Vigo Airport. So today we are officially working for the Bombers de España, which sounds absolutely class, by the way. Cool little cutscene there, and look at me in my prison overalls. Okay, let's get the engine started. Starting one.
It's all on you, team. Keep your eyes open and fly safe. It could be a challenge to contain this blaze all on your own. Priority on extinguishing. Authorities will investigate the exact responsibilities afterward. Let's keep it tight, stay focused, and hit it hard. Your mission is to clear out this fire, and fast. You need to move, Captain.
You got it, Lieutenant. Let's request taxi now.
Ground. ATCOM, Air, Tractor Point Zero, TDS, Echo, Charlie Tango, Quebec Papa with Charlie. Request taxi for takeoff, south departure.
Whenever you're ready.
ATC_name Air Tractor Point Zero .TDS Echo Charlie Tango Quebec Papa.
I genuinely love, no matter where you are in the world, everyone is American rather than having just like the regional accents. It's just, I think it's just so comical. You could go to anywhere in the world and yeah, they're straight up American. So we're going to start taxiing out now, so throttling up, and I won't bore you with the taxis, so let's jump to the takeoff. Okay, so turning onto runway 19 now, and we're going to go full throttle. We're going to go toga. I don't think so, not in this aircraft. So throttling up now to go off and fight this fire. And we are a bit all over the place because of these winds. It has a strong tendency to pull to the left, this aircraft. Throttling up nicely now, airspeed is alive and rotating out. There we go. So gear is going up and trying to fly a runway heading, but it looks like the wind is having other ideas today. And we are aiming for 1,600 feet. And absolutely steaming off to try and get to this fire.
Your drone axis should be into the wind, heading 214 degrees true. Keep an eye on the wind direction throughout the entire mission. Coordinates of the fire front 41 north, 8 west. You see, TQP, you're on your own with ATGS. It'll be challenging, but it will make it easier for the rest of the team to focus on the other hotspots. After your first drop, swing by the water supply zone and scoop up another load. You can find it on your map. The more time we take to extinguish this fire...
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to do one drop, scoop up for another and drop again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us through this next 30 minutes of flying and I will join you at the fire.
Much later.
Okay, 30 minutes of flying later and here we are. And you can just see the smoke just underneath the main dashboard that we've got here.
2 drops max. Your tanks are at capacity. You are green for your first drop.
Okay, so we've been given the green light from our fire chief, Georgie. And we can see the smoke bellowing out of the woodlands there. So we've got a maximum of 2 drops that we need to do this, and we've been cleared for our first. We need to stay 100 feet above the fire, and we're going to have to throttle back because we are absolutely hauling ass here and way over speed as well. Well, we're practically in the orange, and we're going to do our drop imminently. Okay, let's see how we've done.
Once the view's clear, I can give you an update on the drop. Great job. One more drop and it's mission complete.
Okay, so we've done pretty well on that one, so we're going to have to fly to the lake over here.
41 north, 8 west.
Sorry, let's fly to this river over here. We'll complete a 180 turn, scoop up the water and fly back to the fire. And actually, great little missions these, to be fair. I recorded this yesterday and I'm working towards that big mighty CL145, and you need to complete 10 of these missions with A ratings, and I think I'm about 8 or 9 in now. Again, another bug of the update 5 is that you can no longer use the right analog stick to toggle up and down in terms of the menus in terms of scrolling, so I can't actually see how many I've done. I think I'm around about 8, so not far at all. But I've actually had quite a lot of fun with these missions, which then makes me think, do I want to start banking into like some of the search and rescue stuff as well? Maybe going to the helicopters, because I know that's one part of the certification tree I have completely missed off, which I would like to do. So slowing down now to 160 kilometers an hour, and we're going to softly touch down. Okay, there we are, touchdown, maybe a bounce. Yep. Okay, so triangle to extend the probes, and we need to stay above 120 kilometers an hour, so I think we're going to have to full throttle as well, because we are slowing down massively. And this is a bit rough around the edges. Not my finest of works, I do have to say. But we're getting there. The tanks are now full, so time to take off. Come on, baby, get that big ass in the air, and there we go. Engine over torque, and again it's absolutely amazing how the weight and balance changes from the aircraft. Once you've done the drop and you then go and refill to try and take back off with a full tank, you really notice how tail heavy the aircrafts are. And again, you can see I'm absolutely redlining the engine here just to get the airspeed, just to get the altitude, to get up and over these hills and into the mountain area where we've got to go to. So hats off to these pilots that do this whenever they have to, but you can see how high we have to climb, and our airspeed just isn't doing anything for us. So we're aiming towards the mission marker now, and again I still haven't throttled back on that engine purely because I generally need it. I'm sorry, Bombers de España, but you're going to have to maintain this engine when I come back. Maybe give it a complete overhaul. But you can see the smoke just over the crest of that mountain there, and it looks like we've got enough to clear it, only just by a margin. I think I'm going to cut this very short because I do want to maintain the 100 above the fire. And a bit shaky, and how close was that? Okay, second drop gone. And you can see, I mean, it's very unrealistic, but even the charred areas of where it's been burnt, you know, how realistic does that look? The squares of burnt grass and trees. Oh dear me, never gets that. You'll always find something comical in these missions. But there we are, a legendary drop. Thank you, Fire Chief Georgie. So, mission complete and time to return to base, I think. So again, I'm going to cut the next 30 to 35 minutes out, and I will see you on short finals. Okay, I'm on short finals now. I've flown the downwind leg onto base, and here you are. We are flaps full, a very nice steady gentle approach back into Vigo onto runway 19er, and I think I'm still trying to get used to how small these aircrafts are and how lightweight they are, not like the 330 that I have been flying offline as well, all my airliners. So gentle touchdown now, throttling back, and there we are, easy as it comes, and plenty of stopping power, and it looks like the whole shore is back the runway. So let's fast forward. Okay, so we are just about to vacate the runway now, and we will stop of the hold short line. Flaps are already in, and I think we've put this aircraft through its paces today. I mean, that takeoff alone out of there was absolutely red line to hell. So let me get past the hold short marker and taxi onto stand, and I will join you there. Okay, pull in now. We've still got the fire engine there, which is going to refill us, and we will park on stand now. Shutdown procedure and the parking brake is set. And I'll let the ground crew turn the aircraft back around, so when we do have to redeploy, it's facing the correct way. But that is our first mission complete, I want to say. Yes, there we go. Okay, So let's see how well we've done. 100% on suppressing the fire. Execution time 83, 2 engine over torques, okay, but we still got a grade S in that one, so there we go. Says it all, really. I mean, yeah, we get absolutely paid absolute pennies for that, but I think it's nice just to go out and do some of these missions that have been brought in. The one that I am looking forward to seeing is the remote cargo in the A400, but that may be coming on a future episode. But until then, if you did enjoy the episode, give it a like. Thank you for tuning in. We're around 290 subscribers now on the channel, and I am aiming for 500. I also do Etsy artwork, which is various drawings of airliners. I'll drop a link below in the comments. You can also drop a donation onto my Ko-fi to help support the channel if you wish. There's no pressure at all, but if you do, feel free. It'll be greatly appreciated, and everything will be reinvested back into the channel. But until then, I will see you next Sunday for another career episode. So enjoy your week ahead and catch you soon.